Welcome to Empowerment Unleashed Now, exploring your inner authority. I'm Michelle Jones.
And I'm Scott Collins.
And this is the place to connect with your highest, most essential self, your most empowered self, where you can explore your inner authority and learn from others and learn more about yourself.
We talk with fascinating people from all walks of life about transformation, healing, hypnosis, astrology, physical experience of being human, and a heart-centered living.
We're so thankful that you're here with us. Let's dive right on in. So many of us in America are able to shut down feelings and just go do things and go do tasks and accomplish things. And you can look really kind of functional. You kind of can. You can look functional. But then when you go to a place like Colombia, and you see people sitting and laughing in cafes and having conversation and hugging you when they see you and touching you and laughing and not caring about what time it is and not caring about like what's going to happen tomorrow, because why are you not in this now? You start to realize, holy shift, I got some doing to do, because there's some people doing some real living out here. And the reason that I kind of bought into this whole feelings thing was because I felt more alive than living in my head as the master Gemini rising 23-degree mastermind, right? Big shit. I should be proud of that. That's been my Achilles heel my whole damn life. Like, and I wore it like a badge of like, not honor, but like, yeah, cool. Like, I'm a Cancerian who has her feelings under control. Really?
Mm.
What are you getting from that? How's that working for you? What? So this whole thing, and for me, I was one of those people that could have showed up on Mike's doorstep with a really sad story. And that was based on my suppression of my feelings and my repression, and not even knowing that I had those feelings because I thought I was handling it.
Mm.
Yeah, you're like, what, girl? Yeah. So
Yeah.
This exploration of living in the home of us, in this sacred house, in this temple that houses the soul, in this next year, we have this really beautiful transit opportunity to actually take care of, nurture, and love our primary home for this earth school, for this now.
Mike, I'm curious, like, Mike, what are some of your personal best tools or rituals or what things that you share with people there, mountains of hope, to help them, remember the mind as a supercomputer and stay more directed towards their feelings and emotions? And when you go through any experience, like a small experience that's a trigger at the grocery store, or something big that is a trigger, like with your parent or something, but like still when you feel those onset, to be able to realize, oh yeah, this emotional tone, this feeling, this is information coming in, this is valuable. I don't need to, I'm not in my mind, I'm experiencing it. Or it can be something else too. It can be intuition. It can be like an idea, like to experience it from your emotional field instead of putting the cart before the horse, like putting the computer in there when it's like got malware.
Yeah. So a couple things. I had the feelings, and I'll discuss that. So number one, Descartes said, "I think, therefore I am." I say bullshit.
I have it too.
I feel, therefore I am. Right?
Yes.
I mean, I can think love all day long, but you feel love. Okay.
Yes.
So that's very, very important. And so to really reach people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And so it's really just being present with people and conscious and aware and not having a bunch of thoughts flying around, but just Be there, present, and listen. So I was talking to our guest the other night, just last night, I think. And so this woman has had both her breasts removed already. She's 57. One of the sweetest, most beautiful, kindest people I've ever met. And I've only known her 2 or 3 days. And she lights up a room, right? But she had both her breasts removed. She has cancer in every bone in her body. But we're sitting there talking, and because I'm present and I'm listening, she starts talking about all the trauma that she experienced in her life. And we start shining light on it. And 50% of when we're telling the story, it's 50% inaccurate because we embellish or we discount or we don't include the story, right? And
We
so
delete, we edit. Yeah.
and it was so long ago, right? But it was real. But we need to lose the negative energy that experience caused. And to do that, we shine light on it. We forgive everybody involved in that, most importantly, ourselves. We realize that we are all flawed human beings and that we all make mistakes. And we have to find a way to forgive. And the truth of the matter is the people that hurt us, they've probably forgotten all about it. And we carry it around for 10, 20, 30, 40 years until our body manifests as some sort of disease like a tumor to wake up off track. And it's just a warning sign. A tumor is just a warning sign. Hypertension is just a warning sign. Diabetes is just a warning sign. These are warning signs, but we ignore them. Instead of saying, going inside and going, what's going on? Asking the creator what's going on. We run down to the guy with the butcher's coat and the stethoscope. He pulls out a pen and a piece of paper. He gives us something. We go over here and we're stuffing. And that's why we practice functional medicine here. What's causing all this? And we don't have just a kidney doctor. We don't have just a liver doctor. We don't have just a brain. No, it's the whole organism. And the whole organism is made up of cells, which is the physical, is made up of thoughts, which is the mental and the stories, is made up of emotions, and is made up of spiritual. And so we have to address all that. And that's what I love about Chinese medicine and what people don't realize. The importance of the mouth. Every tooth is related to an organ. So if you had a root canal and it wasn't done properly, or you have a cavitation and there's infection that's just you've been living with your entire life and your body's always in fight or flight because it's always dealing with this infection, these are the things we need to go deep and fix, and then we can start to blossom. And now we start to feel great. But here's what really happens, right? So I'm driving down the road. I've just broken up with my girlfriend. I hear a song that reminds me of her. So I have a shitty thought. Shitty thought produces chemicals in the pituitary gland that go into the body. The shitty chemicals go into the body, and now I have a shitty feeling. And who wants to feel like shit? So what do? I go to the bar. I go gamble. I go find a woman. I kick my dog. I mean, we want to escape this bad feeling. But when we learn to control these thoughts, and we get rid of those bullshit thoughts and we replace them with empowering, beautiful thoughts, guess what? The pituitary gland makes these amazing chemicals. And now we feel amazing. And then we can really go out and do something with our life and create what we want.
It's important to reiterate that what you just said. It's important to remember and be aware that our thoughts can affect our feelings.
Amen.
So that's a bad byproduct of putting that cart before the horse. Yeah. When we do that, right? So, but we can use that computer wisely if we choose different thoughts, and then they can affect our feelings in a way that's empowering. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think that intention, and response is really the control that you can only have the opportunity to respond differently. Shit's going to happen. People are going to get sick. Things are going to go wrong. Life is going to be weird sometimes. It's going to feel strange. But the response.
It's all about the reaction.
Yeah.
So if we're present, we're healthy. We respond calmly and we find a solution to the problem. or we let it go. And it's that simple. But we're so caught up in this thing here. And this person did this to me. And why don't I have that? And why does that person have that? And it's life is unfair. Yeah, life is very, very unfair, and life is very, very difficult. That's the way the game is played. So accept that and find peace and joy and love and all that. And realize this is just a game. It's a video game. We are made of atoms. Atoms are 99.99999% space. Then is the solidity of all this. And when you bring up intention, I believe it was my intention to come here and to be physical form that holds these atoms in place.
That's it.
I can have this 3D physical experience, but that's all it is. It's just an experience. You know, I know that I have no fear whatsoever of leaving my body and going there and having that experience. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. But I'm still here. So I'm still supposed to do something or learn something. So I'm okay with that. But when I go and I have no fear around it whatsoever. And so if we get to that point, then we can really become a powerful creator. And what does that mean? Not create wealth, but to create a well-being for others. That is the magic sauce. I always say you can't outgive God. The more you give,
That's right.
yeah, I might help someone heal from cancer over here, and I might get this beautiful relationship over here. I might help someone cross the street, and I might get a financial windfall over here. Who knows? It's you know, but this is a spiritual law, the law of reciprocity. And when you give, you're going to receive. And I don't give to receive. I give because that's my nature, that's my character, that's my heart. But let me tell you, I mean, you know, like someone asked me today, why did you lend this girl your car for 3 days? Because her mother just died. She's taking care of her 15-year-old brother who just lost his mother, is on vacation and came to Colombia, and she wants to take him on a trip. So that's why I did it. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass for myself. I had to take Uber up here. I had to do this and I had to do that. Plus, I just put 4 brand new tires on the car 3 months ago, and she got a flat tire, 2 hours outside the city. But I don't care about that because it's about this kid that's going through this grief.
Right.
I remember being a 15-year-old kid. That's a tough age to be. And he lost his mother and he never had a father. And so now he lives with his brother, and now he has this 2-week school vacation, and his school grades are suffering. So this woman is kind enough to bring her little brother here and take him. And so I just want to help. It's that simple. And I feel great about it. I don't give a shit that my car got a flat tire. I don't give a shit that I don't have a ride home tonight. I feel good about helping. And when you vibrate in that frequency, you're just going to keep attracting good things to you.
Yeah, that's everything. I mean, people ask sometimes, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Because I could help. That's it.
Right.
That's why. And like you said, Mike, if each of us, like for the supposed 8 billion people on the planet, if we could all step up and help that one person, this world, talk about quantum shift and frequency change, that's like, yeah, off the charts.
And talk about feeling great.
Feeling amazing.
There you go.
And that help can come in a myriad of ways. It doesn't have to always be financial. It can be
Absolutely
emotional. It can be energy. Energy is open to all forms of exchange.
Mhm.
So like when you contribute the energy that is maybe needed by somebody, then that's what's up.
Just smiling at people. Like I have people all the time that say to me, like, wow, thanks for smiling. Just at the airport in weird places like that people note that. And it's not hard. Like that's free. It doesn't take very much, to really do.
And it makes you feel better instead of being a bitch to the guy behind the counter, okay? And making him feel like shit, you feel like shit. But when you smile, you make him feel better, but you feel better. It's just the way it works. It's that simple.
So law of reciprocity, it is that simple.
Yeah. And it does, I think it opens this up to also receiving better, because that clogged the energetic galactic wheel equally if you don't have the aptitude to receive energetically in a healthy way. So like that's part we have to do that too. We have to receive when it's being offered.
Completely. Completely. And to accept that, just not like receive, but really to accept and like to take that in, because
Yeah.
so many of us that are givers sometimes, and again, this is cancer season. So I'm just, it's like, somebody
Very.
gives you something and then you're like, oh, I didn't have something for you.
Right.
You know?
Or you feel guilty or judge it. Judge
Or you
it.
feel guilty and judge it.
Right. Like those are not good things to attach to accepting and receiving or giving. Yeah.
Right. For sure. I just love this. And Scott, is there anything that you want to ask Mike or discuss before we go into our little lightning round? Because I can't wait for us to do these quick lightning round questions with Mike.
Yeah, I'm excited about the lightning round too.
You are excited?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You going to start or you want me to start?
Let me pull them up. I'm not
I'm going to start.
okay.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Number 2. You ready? Okay, go ahead. Go for it, bro.
You got
Two.
one. You got number 1.
Mike, a book that changed your life.
A book that changed my life. I would say The Seeds of Greatness by Dennis Waitley was one of the best books I've ever written, and Tony Robbins' The Giant Within, and Jack Canfield's Success Principles.
Pick one.
Oh, pick one. I would have to go with Robbins because I think I read that before the other two.
Right on.
Mike, what is a mantra you live by?
I am love.
Oh, that's my favorite mantra so far. All right, Mike, this one, what is a part of your soul's purpose that you feel like you are still learning, Mike, to embody?
Unconditional love.
And your biggest source of inspiration right now?
The guests that come to Mountains of Hope.
Yeah,
Mic drop. No pun intended.
totally.
I mean, like, that's it. Like, I got nothing else.
So, if you could leave our listeners with one empowering message that they can move forward here in this Cancer season, and really, like Michelle said, for the next year, Jupiter's in Cancer. Those things that you mentioned, even like the mantra, I am love, your soul's purpose, unconditional love. Like, what's any other empowering messages you'd like to leave behind to help them with their staying in touch with their sovereignty and their self-care, softness?
So, in my life, my struggles, I've struggled with every kind of compulsive behavior there is. Okay. And what happens when you get into these bad habits, you get stuck in a rut and you don't see a way out. And there's a million ways out. You just got to stop, close your eyes, be totally honest with yourself. Go into that bathroom, look in that mirror, look deep into your eyes, and be totally honest with what that behavior is doing to your life and what those bad habits are doing. And then you might have one or more, but choose one and say, I resolve from this moment forward that I'm going to stop this behavior. Now, some behaviors like opiate addictions, you need help. Alcoholism, maybe you need help. So I'm going to get help. But your past does not equal your future. And no matter what you've done in the past, no matter where you've been, believe me, I've committed more sins than probably everybody watching this, okay? No matter what you've done in the past, it doesn't matter. Any moment you can turn your life around and you can get out of that rut, but you have to become humble and you have to lose your arrogance and your story and your ego, and you have to ask for help. Now, you can ask for help just by journaling and ask God, but many, many times we need to go to another human being, be totally transparent. You know, my late wife, Margot, who came into my life to save my life and to teach me all this, and I really believe died to help me, is told me 100 times, 1,000 times, I don't know, Mike, you need to learn to be vulnerable. And I didn't have a freaking clue what she was talking about until the day she died. And I became the most vulnerable I've ever been in my whole life. And I had no defenses. I was devastated. And in that moment, God was able to come in and fillet open my heart, take out all the arrogance, the bullshit, the self-centeredness, and replace it with love. And so if that can happen to me in the great tragedy of my life, it can happen to anyone. And so the point is that make a decision today. Enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I am a powerful creator. And I came here to do something, and learn something. And I'm going to fix whatever's wrong in my life right now. And I'm going to get on a new path. And I'm going to find people to love me and support me and help me. And whatever I got to do, I'm going to do it. And there's resources everywhere. There's 12-step programs. There's suicide prevention lines. There's all kinds of resources. But you got to do it. No, there's no savior coming for you. Okay. It's you. It's you are the only one that can fix your life, and you can do it. You're a powerful creator, but you might need help to get out of this rut. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help.
It's the best thing we can do.
Yeah.
Is to ask for help. That is one of the most important things. And I just want to say, like, that's such a powerful statement that your past does not determine your future in any way, shape, or form. Like, who you've been, it does not have to be who you are in any way that you would even recognize you. You can actually change and transform all of that. That's empowerment, to know that and to live it and to feel it in the heart and to actually free yourself from, I would say, the disempowerment of believing that you are your past, that you are an accumulation of sins or the wrongs or the bad choices. I think that's a big part of us getting comfortable in this home, because Cancerians like to be comfortable in their home. My brother, do you want to hit us up with some affirmations before we thank Mike and our listeners? I know this has been an emotional one, I can tell. I can tell you're in your feels.
Yeah.
Thank you, my Capricorn brother. It's one of the things that I most appreciate learning about from you.
So I'm going to pull some of your stuff here and then mine. I'm the home I've been seeking. I'm allowed to receive. I'm allowed to rest. I'm capable of giving. My creation frequency is not in the future. It is in me right now.
Oh, dude, you took my part of the script away. All right. Well, here we go. So to every soul listening, I just want to thank you all so much for taking this deep dive with us. Most importantly, I can't say enough that nurturing and loving your whole self, your sacred home, like you, all the parts of you, is really a call to care that I think is right on time, especially for the world that we're in right now. And Mike, thank you so much for being with us, for your wisdom, for your passion, for your commitment, and to your service, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Deep bow, humble gratitude.
Deep bow, brotherhood. Thank you.
And we can find Mike at mountainsofhope.com. I would say that is that how you like?
And yeah, Michelle, can I give a gift to your listeners too?
Oh my gosh, please. Thank you, sir.
So the Creation Frequency book, I don't own, a publisher owns that, but I created an online course around it. I think we sell it for $100 or $200. But if any of your listeners want to send me an email, I'd give it to them for free. I send them a link so they can, first of all, if you want to learn more about Mountains of Hope and healing, that's mountainsofhope.com. But if you want to get the Creation Frequency online course for free, just send an email to mike@mountainsofhope.com, and I'd be happy to send you access to the course. It probably takes 6 or 7 hours or so. It's designed for 7 weeks, but you can probably do it in 7 or 8 hours. So, and it's a powerful course. It just takes the book and it goes deeper and deeper and deeper and proves in science everything that I've discussed here is real.
I love that. And Noah, if you would be kind enough to drop a link with this podcast for our listeners, so they have Mike's email address as well as Mountains of Hope. That would be incredible. And thank you guys so much for listening. Precious souls, sweet souls, stay in love with yourself, stay empowered, stay joyful, and just keep on keeping on. Thank you all so much. Peace be with you. Thank you now. All right. We're out of that one.
Number 38 is in the books.
Number 38, net 11. All about integrity in the books.
Well, it's great to see you guys again. I hope Justin reads that back out to me, and let's pray for him.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and Mike, I don't know if you there. I don't know why. And he just sent me an email through LinkedIn at my birthday. So I have a friend who's in Medellin. He lived in America for 7 years. He is not your typical Colombian. He's an engineer. He actually is a mathematical kind of genius. He redid, when he was in graduate school, the GDP for Colombia, like the equation, he redid it. It's a smart cookie. Had to get out of his country for reasons when things were a mess. He came through a teaching program to me, and always with the intention to return to his beautiful country. Noah was telling me like just some of the things that have been going on in Mountains of Hope. And I was like, I wonder if Mike needs like a Juan Carlos Guisal in his life. You know, I have no idea what he's doing. I haven't connected with Juan in a minute, but he's somebody that like I could text him now and he'll text me right back. Like he's just an interesting guy. He's an operations person.
Does he speak English?
Perfect.
Please introduce me. I need all the good people I can get.
Yeah. He speaks perfect English. And his sister, who does not speak perfect English, Claudia, she lives in Santa Elena. She's who I almost bought the finca next door to. She's an acupuncturist and a very talented one. His brother is an incredible dentist. Dr. Guisal. He actually teaches at Harvard also. So like, you know, he comes from not your typical Colombian, you know the difference. You've been there long enough. Comes from a professional working family. So I'll send you his contact and I'll reach out to him.
Just do an introduction on WhatsApp if you can, and then, you know, we can get together. I'm leaving Thursday for Europe, but I'm gone and I'll be back in 10 days. And I'd love to meet him.
Yeah.
Also, I need your home address, so I can overnight you the plane tickets to come down here and fix my friggin' Colima rooms.
Woo! I have heard some things. I spoke to the manufacturer, Mike. I called, you know, John, just to get my monthly stuff from him. And I asked him if they have imported anything into Colombia. And he said, no, not yet. But he said he was going to, and he's an Australian. He's a really funny guy. He said he was going to start to look into the requirements to see about getting a unit into Colombia.
Well, there's units here. I just need someone like you to come down here and look at what we got, because it's probably fixable. Or whether we go to a hydrocolon therapy here and we see the machine and we see if it's any good and we replace our Colimas with machines.
Okay.
But I need an expert. You need a vacation too. You look a little pale. And, your ass down here. Fix my problem. Fix my shit.
Okay, we got
Mike, if Michelle and I were to come down there and do a retreat type of thing together where we brought some people, I was trying to remember, is it like 10, 12 people? How many guests can be there?
We have 12 bedrooms, 18 beds.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to remember how many you could accommodate.
Like, for example, I have a buddy, Josh Mason, with the detox dudes, one of the most profound detoxer in the world. And just to give you an example how toxic we are, this guy has been detox. He was dying, and he's probably 30 something now. He was dying in his early 20s. He had mercury poison, couldn't figure it out. Anyways, long story short, that's all he does is detox 24/7. That's all he does. I mean, he's got he makes millions of dollars a year teaching people how to detox. So He went to Germany and they take 75% of all his blood and they filter it. Fertilizers, glyphosate, mercury. Okay. Now, I forget where I was going with this. What were we talking about before this? Just shit.
How many? Well, it was like how many beds you have there if we were to come down. And
So he wasn't. Yeah. So he's only got 10 people. So he's going to take the master bedroom with him and his wife. Then he's going to take the 4 queens for 8 of his staff members. So we're going to still have our guest here, but he's going to do his thing over there. So we can accommodate different things. It also depends on how many guests we have coming at a particular time. But we definitely would love to have you guys here and work something. And I have to tell you one more thing. You mentioned stroke person, right? And what got me going on this is we had a woman here. I mean, she showed up in a wheelchair, half dead. They'd removed an 8-pound tumor from her breast in January. And she started to heal, but we couldn't stop. The tumors were growing, literally growing overnight. So what I've learned, I started doing a deep dive. I've seen 2 videos now. And one guy is Jeff Berwick with Dollar Vigilante. He had his blood looked at in February, totally fine. He just had it looked at last week in Washington. And you can see video of nanobots being constructed in the bloodstream to create an antenna. And then I was listening to SGT report the other day. In a petri dish, you see these fucker things in the bloodstream constructing an antenna to hook us up to 5G. And so what Dr. Young and also Jeff Berwick and the doctor in Washington said, we all have it. Okay. It was in the vaccine, but you could get that through someone breathing on you, but it's in the chemtrails. It's in the food. We all got this shit in our body right now. We need to get it out before because they're going to 6G and we need to get this out before they start hooking people up to the internet. And so, vitamin C infusions and, EBTA
Chelation therapy, yeah. EDTA.
And there's other things that I'm learning about right now, but you have to take this very serious. And it blew my mind. And we all heard about it, and we talked to and blah blah blah. There's patents. Bill Gates has a patent.
Absolutely,
it's all real shit, right? But you don't believe it. But when you see it, oh my god, it was mind blowing.
Yeah, no, I've believed it since probably 2014, 15 is when that's why I left America and started looking for a new home because
nanobots are another technology. This is another level, and they want to select everybody. Or guess what? For those of us that are awake, okay, they can use that technology to kill us. Okay, using frequencies from these sounds.
Absolutely.
Right? So there's really detoxification. And I will tell you one other thing that I've noticed, right? Because I'm your typical American. I mean, I like In-N-Out Burger just as much as the next guy, right? I like a couple beers, but now that I eat here every day, the way I feel from this food is beyond anything I ever could imagine in my entire life. I can't tell people how important the quality of the food that goes into the body is for how you feel. And it's and I'm healing from serious problems that I had because of the food. And also I think because of my emotional well-being and my mental well-being, right? But golly, we got to get serious about this because these people aren't fooling around, and it right around the corner. I mean, this, whether it was Project 2025 or 2030 or whatever the hell it is, they're dead serious about enslaving us. So, FYI.
I also think that I have to really change that expression. I also feel that many of us that are awakening, I feel this, that you can broadcast beyond consensus reality.
Yeah.
And that's where, and Scott, you'll be proud of me, and Noah won't be putting this out there, but the reason I had reached out to you, bro, is because I took a dive with psilocybin.
Oh.
And I was gifted by a shaman friend of mine for my birthday 20 grams of psilocybin honey, right? And so he had said that if you just, essentially half a teaspoon, it'd be like a gram. So I went with 2 for the feelings,
Mhm.
And I did it for 3 days for the beliefs, right? Um, and that actually because it's a microdose, I mean, I have, the tolerance of, like a 400-pound man because of all the cannabis from my healing. And I felt just totally like me. And that's when the butterfly actually landed
Wow.
when I was out there. And the power of that, is as real. It's a very, very, very different experience than the DMT, which was a rocket ship for me, which is not what I need to be on when I'm in grief, right? I need to kind of dig into the earth and get back to Pachamama so she can kind of exchange with me, right? Like I need my mother. And so Pachamama is where I think the psilocybin, but I'm going to tell you this, bro. It's been one of the most it's almost as profound as 2 years ago when the same shaman said to me, "You need to consider DMT for your eye."
Mhm.
It's been as powerful. So, that's when it also came in that, "Oh, right, visionary plant medicine." So if I broadcast beyond the consensus reality, and I'm not saying that I'm gonna, like, not get nanobots in me because 'cause I'm certain, but, like, what I noticed was my phone was glitching out. Like, I'm talking about, like,
Yes.
14, 15, like, just glitching out.
Mine does that almost every time I do serious journeys. I see completely different things in my phone.
Okay, my brother, that answers
Yeah.
because I went to fear at first and I was like, "Oh shit, are they gonna take all this shit down now? Like, are they gonna start fucking with the internet? Like, is this what's the okay?"
Gonna start talking with us.
So then I go to, "Oh, they're gonna do the better internet and they're not gonna kill all of us." But but then I had the aha, is this about my frequency changing and the interface with this because my vibration went
Yeah.
And then you could have that antenna already in you could already be hooked up to your phone. I mean, that's how real this shit is. So
no, that I know, but I'm also talking about like the sense of just transcending that,
of course.
Mhm.
right? The vibration.
Energetically you can, but physically that's a different thing.
That's a different thing.
So that's what we have to be careful of because some people have speculated that when they hook you up to that, you're there forever and you want to die, but you can't. I mean,
Right.
you become a control fucking electronic zombie. So
Yeah.
I want to share two more things and I got to run because my ride is here. But
Mhm.
so just a little bit about Mount Hope. I mean, I don't know, Justin probably told you this, but the oncologist literally drove an hour out of it
Yes.
to come up here and do meditation.
Meditate at 3 in the morning.
So that's unheard of.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, this woman whose tumors we couldn't stop growing, pretty much was told that she doesn't have long to live. And so then we found these death doulas, two women that came here and spent 10 hours with her on a mega dosage of psilocybin that took her to a whole nother level and prepared her for death. And she came out of that and she wrote the most beautiful song or poem. And so these are things that we do that
Yeah.
you can't experience anywhere else. I mean,
That's right.
woman just been told she doesn't have long to live. We find death doulas that take her on this deep 10, 12-hour psilocybin experience. So anyways, I got to go.
Beautiful.
Great to see you
Beautiful.
guys.
Good luck
Yep.
with the ride.
I'll have those tickets to you soon, and just let me know when your flight lands. I'll pick you up personally, and we'll get this shitty Kalima room done. All right. God bless.
Bye, Mom.
God bless, Mike. We're going to let you jump, and Scott and I are going to do our little after show. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Empowerment Unleashed Now. Please subscribe on your favorite podcasting platform and let us know how this helped you.
Join us right here every week for another episode.
Oh, the after show. Oh, the after show. So, yeah, it was my solar return, and I'm wondering about Pretty in Pink.
Oh, well, you spoiled your birthday present.
Oh, I spoiled my birthday. There's been a lot of that. Like,
Really?
you're not the first person that's told me that in the last week.
Yeah. But Noah has like
Oh, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. I'm catching on. Catching on a little bit.
Okay.
After all of that integration and work with
Yeah.
Mike, that deep dive, which was really unbelievable. He's a great dude and like somebody that has a lot of wisdom. I don't like that he says he only has an 8th grade education because I feel like he dismisses his important education, which was his life, in which he's been extraordinarily successful from the inside out,
Yeah.
which is really, really cool. But I'm going to tell you what, dude. This is one of the deepest Cancer seasons that I remember on record as a
Yeah.
Cancerian. And so, like, one of the things that that I'm sharing with people is like, Cancers like to be comfy. Okay. Really comfy. So get as comfortable as you can for this year transit. You might want to find some cozies that you like to put on. You might want to find a good blankie. You might want to find some pretty
Cancers and their blankies.
Cancerians and their blankies and
They
their
love their blankies.
and their pillows. My sister-in-law travels with this disgusting pillow, fellow Cancerian, that I swear to you, I think she's had since she's like 3 and she's like 47. And it's like, it has like a stupid name. She calls it like the coogie or something. It's just disgusting. I won't even touch it. When I travel with her, she taunts me by being like, I'm going to touch you with it. I'm going to touch you. And I'm like, it's gnarly, but you need to find, I'm not comfortable with her comfort. So you have to find comfort that you're comfortable with. The other advice that I would have for people during Cancer season is to clean shit out. Get rid of stuff. Whatever you don't need in your home, you got a year to get rid of it. I do something every month. That's probably my Gemini rising talking about. Don't listen to me. Just don't even listen to that. That's it, the Gemini rising thing. I don't even think I'm going to talk about it anymore. I'm just going to talk about my 11-degree sun from now on.
That was a pretty huge thing that you shared in the episode today. Like that break.
Big one.
I have to say. And like what I would just further advise listeners, like as we're starting to try the armchair quarterbacks and astrology guidance to people a little out there is, as you mentioned, Jupiter just began its 12-month transit through Cancer, basically as Cancer season started. So for a month here, it'll be in simultaneous with the sun, but we do have a whole year. So what I would say is if you pull up your natal chart, look at where Cancer is in your chart so that you can see what house Cancer is. And then you'll know probably for this 12 months, this year, that's where Jupiter is going to have its impact the biggest in your personal life as a listener out there. Would be able to you'd be able to access that. So that's going to be really expanded on the things like that we talked about in the episode. So the emotional intelligence, the feelings in that aspect of your life, whatever house that is, whether it's, and then you can look without us going through all 12 houses and what they mean here. You can Google that pretty easily and see what each house represents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that's a way to like personalize it.
That's a really good idea, bro.
Like just see where Cancer is in your chart, what house.
It's a really good idea.
That's why Jupiter is going to really expand in the next 12 months. And like
That's
it's
good
an opportunity to re-examine your belief systems in that house.
Yes.
Or be willing to like just expand them or completely renovate them or whatever it is. And then what's your belief about yourself within that as well, self-belief and belief systems beyond. And then feel your way through it. Like the way to get through that with Jupiter is the emotional intelligence. It's going to expand that. So the more you relate to your feelings and emotions as that wisdom and information, instead of resisting them, or like putting the mental heart before the mind cart before the horse, to convolute the feelings, the better.
Right. This is a deep dive. I'm kind of done. My comfort's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like my brain has been like shut off, and I feel like it turned on. Like I'm still learning how to take things in to the heart and feel it, rather than just receive information through the head.
Yeah, you've got some powerful crystal. I have a series of birthday crystals I've given you over the years, haven't I? Two. You've got, I think, two or three now. Yeah, you've got the amethyst, the rose quartz, and the little wand, right?
Yes, I have the
magic wand.
the magic wand that's it's in my office.
Yeah.
And
So you've got
right.
tools to help you this month.
I have tools to help me this month. Okay, so all right. Since we're seeing Dr. Eben Alexander on Thursday, I'm gonna save the emotional intelligence after talk for when we're together. I'm not feeling that funny or that spunky or that spry.
Well, then also, and listeners too, like we just mentioned, crystals like for Cancer season, rose quartz is a really good one. Like
Amazonite is a really good one. If you are a Cancerian.
Moonstone.
Moonstone, if you are a Cancerian.
Mhm.
Like
If
you're
you are a
supposed
Cancerian.
Yeah, you're really supposed to be like doing that. Yeah.
Rose quartz for anybody, any sign.
Any
like,
sign.
working through Cancer season.
Feelings.
It's one you can use now. Put it under your pillow, or like hold it when you're meditating.
Right.
Yeah.
I have lip gloss on my damn microphone. How do you get it off? Do you know?
I don't think you do. I have microphones that are like caked with lipstick.
Ugh. This is stuff I don't know about. Not from the music world. Oh my God. This isn't hygienic. This is a Cancerian thing. All right. We're out. Till next time. Thanks, guys. Ugh, these after talks. This feels a little like work today. What a weirdo. I'm telling you, this is not my shining Cancer season. However, I have been having some fun during it.
That's impressive considering everything you've gone through.
Yeah, I'm trying to integrate it all, friends. All right, we're out. Dr. Eben Alexander. He's going to be really smart. Proof of Heaven. I got the book coming. I'm hoping it's here now. I've got to try to hammer it, read it, do something intelligent with it. I think it's going to help actually, because he's going to talk to us about his trip to heaven.
Wow.
He went to heaven. Yeah, spent 5 days in a coma, changed his life. All right, preview. Spoiler alert. All right.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Maybe. Love to all.
I am literally.
Love to all. Big hearts being sent out there. Look at me. This is the new Cancer. Okay. Bye for now.
Bye. Love you guys.
All right.